Hinduism is a complex and diverse religious tradition that encompasses a wide range of beliefs, practices, and philosophical ideas. One of the unique aspects of Hinduism is the concept of polytheism, which means the belief in multiple deities. Even though at the base Hinduism believes in one supreme God or universal consciousness, this multiplicity of forms in Hinduism can be attributed to several factors. Historical and cultural factors. Hinduism has a long history spanning thousands of years, during which it has absorbed and assimilated diverse cultural and religious traditions. The indigenous traditions of ancient India, such as the Indus Valley Civilization and the Vedic period, had a polytheistic foundation with reverence for multiple deities. As Hinduism evolved, it incorporated various regional and local practices, resulting in an expansive pantheon of gods and goddesses. Syncretism and assimilation. Hinduism has a remarkable capacity for syncretism, the blending of different religious traditions. As ancient India came into contact with other cultures through trade, migration, and invasions, there was a cross-pollination of beliefs and practices. This syncretic process led to the assimilation of deities and concepts from other religious traditions, including Persian, Greek, and indigenous folk traditions. Conceptual flexibility and diversity. Hinduism accommodates diverse philosophical perspectives and allows for different understandings of the divine, while monotheistic perspectives exist within Hindu philosophy, emphasizing the oneness of Brahman, the ultimate reality. The polytheistic framework allows for a more accessible and inclusive religious experience. Polytheism provides a tangible and personal connection with the divine, as devotees can relate to specific deities based on their individual needs, inclinations, and cultural contexts. Philosophical and theological developments. Philosophical schools like Advaita Vedanta emphasize the non-dualistic nature of reality, asserting that all individual deities are ultimately manifestations of the one supreme being. From this perspective, the multiple forms and deities are seen as different expressions of the same ultimate reality. Devotional practices and Bhakti movement. The emergence of the Bhakti movement in medieval India greatly contributed to the popularity of polytheism within Hinduism. The Bhakti movement emphasized personal devotion and love towards the divine. This devotional approach further popularized the worship of multiple deities, as devotees established personal relationships with their chosen gods and goddesses. Ritualistic and practical considerations. Hindu rituals and practices often involve worshipping specific deities for specific purposes. Different deities are associated with different domains, such as fertility, wealth, protection, and wisdom. This practical aspect of Hinduism contributed to the development of a diverse pantheon. Folk traditions and local beliefs. In rural areas and local communities, there are often beliefs and practices associated with particular deities, who are revered as protectors or patrons of specific villages or regions. These local beliefs and traditions have also contributed in adding to the multitude of deities. Iconography and artistic expressions. Artists and artisans have depicted various deities in different forms, often reflecting regional and cultural aesthetics. These visual representations have made the deities more accessible and tangible, allowing devotees to establish a visual and emotional connection with them. Mythological narratives and storytelling. Hindu mythology is replete with stories and narratives about gods, goddesses, and their interactions with humans and other celestial beings. These narratives have not only shaped the understanding of deities but also contributed to the expansion of the pantheon. Cultural pluralism and inclusivity. Hinduism has historically been a highly pluralistic and inclusive religion. It has accommodated a wide range of religious and philosophical ideas, allowing for the coexistence of multiple paths and practices. The polytheistic nature of Hinduism reflects this inclusivity, as it allows for the worship of various deities based on individual preferences, regional customs, and cultural backgrounds. This pluralism has enabled the integration of diverse beliefs and fostered harmony among different communities within the larger Hindu religious framework. It is important to recognize that Hinduism is a complex and diverse tradition, and different individuals and communities may interpret and practice it in varying ways. The coexistence of monotheistic, polytheistic, and monistic perspectives within Hinduism showcases its adaptability, inclusiveness, and capacity to evolve over time.